Everybody pay attention to me, the Ross Report, J. Ross TV. Stories from behind the scenes, information you can use like a thinking machine.
Hey everybody, my name is Haynes and I love J. Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This is a treat for me, y'all. Hanging out with one of the top cats in the world, but especially from the Lou area, y'all, East St. Louis. Charles Haynes, drummer extraordinaire in town, hitting with Marcus Miller tonight, y'all. And Chucky, man, you be on so much stuff, man. Where do you get the library of knowledge from to play all these different gigs, man?
And you know, I'm just a studier of music, man. I love studying music and just anything I can get my hands on that I don't know.
Yeah.
I try to find it. You know, I search for music every day. Every day I'm trying to find something that I don't know. So, man, study it, shed to it, and then you never know. You know, you might get called for that particular style of music or whatever it is, and you know, walk into that situation, you know what's going on around you.
Now, do you think that's a downfall for like young cats nowadays, that they don't study a lot of different types of music?
Yes and no. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes cats are not taught or have the right teachers around them to be like, hey, listen, don't be afraid to take chances musically. You know what I'm saying? Or get out of your comfort zone. Like, I'm good for trying to get out of my comfort zone. And not play, you know, like I've shedded tons of rudiments, I know all my rudiments and everything above, but you know, trying to play them backwards, trying to play them flip-flopping them around, or whatever it may be, to get out of my comfort zone so I don't play the same thing all the time. Like, we all have our little set things we like to play, setups to get us to the next section or whatever, but that's it, man, really, you know.
But now growing up, all right, you hitting around, you playing in churches, you growing up, you trying to hone your craft. How did you face your fear, or did you have fear to, you know, you wanted to go to the next level and be a professional musician? Was there any fear inside of you that you had to fight back?
I mean, listen, I have fear every day about it, you know what I'm saying?
Straight up?
That's just fun.
But you world class right now, though.
It don't mean nothing, man. Listen, you wake up every morning, every day is a different day.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if there was ever just a fear, but it was just like a thing of being anxious, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's why I shed so much. That's why I listen to so much music. That's why I learned harmony. That's why I learned to play keys. I learned to play a little bass, a little this, a little that. You know, that's why I do a lot of production work, being a producer. Like in junior high school, I talked about living out my suitcase.
Man.
And everybody was like, dude, you don't know nothing about that. I'm like, y'all watch. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been in me to do this forever and a day. You know, my mother used to tell me, listen, you gotta have a plan B. I'm like, I got it. She's like, what is it? Same thing I'm doing now. I will not fail. That was in me, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I always had a fear, man, but you know, it's what you practice for. You know what I'm saying? Every time I get on a TV show, I'm just like, okay, this would be the wrong time to go down in flames on TV, so let me make sure I get it right, you know what I'm saying? And that just comes from practicing and listening to music, and you gotta have some type of confidence when you walk on that stage to play with that artist or whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
Now, what's your recommendations about cats learning how to read music? It opened up doors that wouldn't generally be open to them.
Listen, man, listen, reading is beyond important. It's beyond important. And the reason why I think it's important is that it helps you musically. You know what I'm saying? There's things, rhythms and things that you can't get a grasp on by ear. You know what I'm saying? You have that piece of paper in front of you, you can lock it on in, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I've been called for plenty of gigs that I've had to sight read.
Oh yeah?
Oh man, yes. It's from LA to New York to everywhere, you know. You know, and people be surprised sometimes, like, oh, you read music? I'm like, yes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've gotten calls just to read charts now. That's it.
Now, how would you deal with people like you grew up with, not naming any names or anything or putting anybody on Front Street, but like people you grew up with and you went on and you in a successful career, and some people just didn't make it, and you come back home, you have to deal with it. You know, are you the same person?
Oh, I'm definitely the same, man. I mean, I've always been to myself. You know what I'm saying? I was probably that one Haynes that was kind of like, I was seen, but I had no problem just sitting in my room practicing all the time. You know what I'm saying? and playing basketball. That's all I did. Me and my daddy played basketball and we played drums. That was it. That's all I did, bro. So, I am definitely the same. If anything, I pay my bills a little bit more on time now. That's about it.
Hey, so last question, man. Any kind of recommendations or encouragement that you can give to the young cats coming up who want to do what you're doing?
You know what? I've had the honor to work with a lot of musical directors and MDs and stuff like that. And one of the things I learned from a friend of mine, a guy named Rob Lewis, and Adam Blackstone, is like play the records.
Simple as that.
Don't be afraid to just play the records. You don't got a hot lick. You don't got to chop it out, man. Just play the records. And also, and that's in a pop standpoint, or when you're doing it on a hip hop show or something. But then when you're dealing with improvising, don't be afraid to take chances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might stumble upon something new, taking that chance. Man, you might go down the flames. Listen, I went down the flames many occasions. And I'm not the one to be like, hey, I'm that guy. Like, I definitely go down the flames.
Yeah.
But that's me trying to reach for something that I might not even know about. Or I hear it, but I don't know how to get it in my hands. And that's where you know how to read music and shedding your rudiments every day or every other day or whatever it may be to get your hands right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like that's two answers to the
right.
question. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how can folks find you on website or Facebook?
Listen, let me tell you, you can probably find me, but I've taken a break. I've been focused on creating music and doing a lot of production work, a lot of producing right now. But you can find me on Twitter, Charlie Mikes, Twitter, and then you can find me on Facebook, Charlie Mikes, and also Instagram, Charlie Mikes. But, if you find me, and if you want to have a conversation, just inbox me, you know what I'm saying? I'll get back to you. But other than that, you just see me here, or on TV, or in your neighborhood sweeping the streets or something, you know what I'm saying? Taking out the garbage for you, I don't know. Hey. I'm just trying to play music, man, that's it.
Y'all, this Chucky Haynes. Not allowed to call him Chucky, y'all. Charles Haynes. Charles Haynes, y'all, drum extraordinaire in St. Louis, hitting with Marcus Miller Band at Jazz at the Bistro. We're going to let him roll up out of here. J. Ross TV, 10 million strong, we gone. Peace.
Turn it up. Everybody pay attention to me, the Ross Report, J. Ross TV. Stories from behind the scenes, information you can use like a thinking machine.